Welcome to Just Drive.
A couple of years ago, you could buy a Miata for as low as 1,000 euros. But recently, the prices are going up to the moon.
As you can see, they've gotten really expensive. But this is how we managed to get this Miata
For cheap. And you can do it too. When I bought this car was actually wet and it looked
you could
awful. The car had rust everywhere, the windshield was cracked, the paint was faded, everything was just really bad. I just blended in a couple of photos from when the car was in a bad state, and I managed to get all the things done that you see right here behind me in 1 year, and you can do that too. First thing that I did to this car was fix the oil leaks, because the car was just leaking oil everywhere and it just was disgusting. The second thing that I did was changing the exhaust to a Mazda exhaust that you can buy online, an aftermarket exhaust. The third thing that I did was sanding the car all down and repainting it to Daytona Violet. And this is actually a BMW color that I found online. It's very popular and it looks awesome on this car. While I was selling this car, I thought, this car needs something more. Something that stitches in your eye. I bought an FM2 body kit from Top Miata and a ducktail. After I painted the car looked a bit goofy because I had really small wheels on it. And I was saving up for some wheels. I bought the wheels for the car and I want actually some replicas of the work Eclipse wheels. I want 15 by 8 in the front and 15 by 9 in the back. But I got all around spacers from 25mm. I'm really happy with these wheels because the real work Eclipse are just too expensive, and this looks just awesome for a little bit less, a couple of thousand euros less, but you get the same result. This is my 1990 Miata and let's take a look at it.
Yeah, perfect.
As you can see, I painted the car Daytona Violet, and if you come close, you can see it sparkles really nice. And that comes out of a fucking spray can. You can paint a car just as this, just with spray cans.
Spray cans, baby.
And I'm gonna tell you the secret about it. So, I bought this car, it really looked like shit. And yeah, I thought it can use a bit of respray. And yeah, I sanded it down really well. But on the hood I sanded a bit too much, so you can see a bit of weird things. I don't know if you can see it, but if I can give you advice, don't press too hard on the car when you're sanding it down, because then you get weird curvings in the paint. You can see it right over there. You can see stretch marks. Everybody knows stretch marks. These are stretch marks.
Stretch marks on paint.
That's one tip. Yeah, the paint cost me 1,000 euros. That's nothing.
How much would you pay if you would go to a shop?
I asked a shop and they would repaint my car for 4,000 euros. And I bought the paint for 1,000, and you just need to buy sandpaper and you're all good to go. And you need a garage.
A garage. So I sanded the car down, I put the car in the garage, I taped everything down, and I sprayed the car in the garage, and it turned out like this. But I had some orange peel over the car, and I took some 2000 sandpaper and sanded the car down and polished it, and it looks like this. With little money, you
You can paint your car just like this and have a happy life after. Come with me. I can show you how disgusting the car looks on the inside because I don't paint it. Look, that was the car color. Yeah, that's, don't look at that. That's clear coat that I sanded it down and it came off. So don't look at that. That was the color of the car. And now is this. Oh yeah. This sticker, I can't get it off. I tried everything, hammer, I drilled it. The sticker stays forever. Don't ask questions about that sticker.
Like that.
I did.
Beautiful car. Beautiful.
I did one mistake. So another tip that I can give you if you come close with me. I fucked this up because I used some oil remover to clean the whole car. And I thought it will evaporate eventually, but it didn't. And now it looks disgusting. So when I can give you a tip, when you use oil cleaner for cleaning your whole car before prepping the paint, use a clean towel after that to clean the whole car, and you don't have this yellow thing, yellow
Final.
vinyl. I'm gonna tell you a secret. It's not a web, it's kitchen web.
This is Elon Musk.
So it's a bit cheaper. After that, I put the car on coilovers because it was just too high. The car was in the moon. You were riding it, I don't know where. But if you look now, the fitment is good. I put some VMAXs in because, yeah, I wanted to go expensive, but I don't have the money in that time. So I didn't go expensive, and now I have that.
Good story.
Huh?
Good story.
And as you can see, the car is really, really low. And you take a look at me, look at it, not me, sorry. You can see my exhaust is just some centimeters from the ground. Let me take a closer look to it. Yeah, that's the situation that we're in, but it looks cool, so it is nice. Next thing that I want to do is I want to clean this mess up because this looks disgusting. When you're on a car meet and everybody opens up the hood, and I am just like this.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with.
So, my plan is to take the engine out with the transmission, clean everything up, paint this black, everything, and put the Japanese flag on this hood. So, I'm gonna run the cables outside. I'm gonna drill a hole, run the cables here, so that all this mess is gone. And on the other side, I did exactly the same thing. So when you look at it, it's just the engine in the middle, everything is clean around, and everybody's happy. So, if you don't want to miss this shit into an art piece, just subscribe to my channel, and you can go with me on a trip, how things go.
If you want to enjoy more of this poor English, you should subscribe and look how we're gonna transform this engine to look amazing.
Yeah, we're not professionals. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I did, but it looks good. And yeah.
Might fall
So,
apart.
Yeah, might fall apart. But if you want to see it fall apart, just follow my account. And you see it.
So if you want to know the secret to why this Miata was so cheap and how you can do it as well, we're gonna explain it right now, right here. So the first step is that Jordy actually used to have a BMW E46. He tuned it a little bit, added some mods, but he found this Miata and asked if he could trade the E46 with the Miata. Now this was about 1 year ago and the Miata would have costed around 4,500 euros. But the E46 could not have been sold around that price, it would be much less. So it's quite a profit to trade it into with this Miata. And that's one way to get a Miata. So Jordy already explained some of the budget mods that were put on this car, such as the wheels. Those are cheaper and they still look sick. And some other stuff like painting the car yourself. It is really possible. If he can do it, you can do it. So yeah, that's how we do it.
I know everybody who's watching wants a Miata or a cool car, and yeah, especially in these times, it's very hard to get a cool car or get a Miata or get any car that you want. Can give you some advice. I would say just believe in yourself. I had a BMW E46 316, so the lowest that you can have. I still managed to get this Miata for it. But just believe it. I sent messages to everybody that has a Miata, who want to trade, or I did everything possible, and eventually I got this Miata. So just believe in yourself. Just don't give up. Don't give up. You can do this. I believe in you. And if you can manage to get this done, just send me a message or everything, or just leave a comment, and I will reply to you and say that you did a good job.
So thanks guys for watching our first video.
Our first video.
First
This
video.
one. Please subscribe.
Subscribe to stay tuned and see ya.
Subscribe if you want to see 2 dumb people work on this Miata and make it cool again.
See ya.
Bye.